Do you want to know what to expect from a Nicholeen Peck class? Well, I'm Nicholeen Peck. I teach parenting, family communication, relationship strengthening all over the world through the lens of self-government. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what you can expect from my teachings and courses. In this video, I'm going to share a brief history about myself and some of the products and things that I've made, and then also talk about some of my teaching style and what type of results you can expect when you take a training from me. I'm the second of 5 children, oldest daughter, and I had a lot of responsibility growing up. And this taught me that I wanted to be wise. My sister came to me repeatedly for answers to her life questions, and while mom was at work, I took the time to answer those questions, spend time with her, bond with her. I started nurturing her, and I realized I wanted to be a mother. I wanted to help children learn and grow in productive ways. So I started having children of my own, and by the time I had 2, I embarked upon a new parenting adventure, and that was treatment foster care. So for years, my husband and I took in treatment foster youth all between the ages of 12 and 18. And they had a myriad of different things they were dealing with. They had processing difficulties, things like ADD, ADHD, bipolar, obsessive compulsive behaviors, oppositional defiance, fetal alcohol syndrome. They had sensory issues and autism spectrum. There were a lot of things that they were dealing with, but they also had issues because of their family background and stuff that they had been dealing with in their personal lives. It was our job to give them treatment and to help them prepare for adulthood. In this process, I started putting together all the pieces for what I called self-government training. So I was given extensive training and certification from the Youth Village, who was our proctor agency that brought us these youth. But I didn't want to just do behavior modification. I wanted to give them something where they could experience not only a change of behavior, but a change of heart. This is when I embarked upon self-government. So self-government is being able to determine the cause and effect of any given situation and possessing a knowledge of your own behaviors so that you can control them. I recognized very quickly that all of the youth that came to my home did not understand cause and effect as it related to their own behaviors. They might have understood cause and effect as it related to science concepts, but they were constantly mistreating people who they had relationships with and then expecting different results than they were getting. So I knew I needed to help them make the connection between their actions and their effects of those actions. And they needed to do it by having honest self-evaluation happen on a regular basis. So it was going to be my job to hold up the mirror to their behaviors and their thought processes and help them develop new ones. We did this with skill development as well as creating a family culture that would always feel calm and comfortable so that they could be corrected in a way that felt productive instead of demeaning. Before I talk about what we laid out for these youth, as well as the courses and offerings that I have that you can learn from, click on that subscribe button. There are so many great videos on this channel that talk about self-government and the skills that you need for success and to repair relationships. You're not going to want to miss them. Click subscribe now. So the structure that we created for our home environment that ended up serving not just the foster children, but my own children as well, was a structure that involved 4 basic skills for success. The 4 basic skills are taught in these 4 children's books that I wrote. And just a fun little FYI, each one of these books is written about one of my 4 biological children. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. This one, London the Ray Says Okay, talks about following instructions. There's a 5-step process to following instructions, and when a person learns to follow instructions, that maintains the roles and the functionality in the family. It also shows the child and the parent that this child is ready to learn. You can't parent a child who will not follow instructions from you. It's impossible. This one, Porter Earns a Quarter, teaches the skill accepting no answers and criticism. There are so many no answers. All the boundaries that we teach our children, those are all essentially no answers. They need to learn the skill set for how to observe those boundaries and give themselves no answers at the right time. They do this by us giving them no answers and them practicing accepting those no answers and boundary lines from us. This book, Big Win for Quinn, teaches the skill set accepting consequences. If a person does not get the opportunity to accept their own consequences, they can't learn self-government. Finally, this book, Page Takes the Stage, teaches their favorite skill, which is disagreeing appropriately. This is how they get their way. When children learn to disagree appropriately, that empowers them. It's literally the gateway skill to self-government because it disengages the emotional part of the brain and engages the prefrontal cortex of the brain. So there are many other books that I've written that give pieces to how to roll out the self-government program. This is my main book here, Parenting a House United, and there are courses that are based upon the trainings of this book. So not only do we teach 4 basic skills, but we also teach our children 5 teaching styles that we are going to use to correct problems should they arise. That means our children know exactly what we will say. For instance, my children know that when I'm going to be doing a correction, that I will start that correction with the cue phrase, just now. I always start with a timestamp so that I remember to describe what happened instead of emotionally react to what happened. They know why I do it and what I say. And when they are trying to correct someone else in their life, they'll oftentimes use those exact same words. Part of our structure involves family meetings, a family standard that outlines all of the morals and standards that the family has so that those don't have to be points of contention for the family. We also have a family vision, family mission statement, as well as many other components to our tone and structure that keep our family united. And these are the things that people want me to talk to them about. After we starred in the BBC documentary, The World's Strictest Parents, and they saw James and Hannah, both age 17, change drastically after just a couple of days in our home, and by the end of the program, beg not to leave our family, people were wondering what was going on at our house. And that really was what started the momentum of this teaching self-government movement. People asked me to teach. I thought it would be short-lived. Well, guess what? It's not. We've been all over the world now. And in the end, I'm still just hoping I can help heal families and create the type of environment where children and parents can both thrive and solve their problems. There are multiple different ways that I teach people self-government. I want to explain the ways that are the most effective. So I have books, like I've already shown, and I have other tools that you can use for rolling out a program when you're implementing it in your home, like the choices map or the teaching self-government cue cards to remind yourself what to say in the minute, the things that you've already learned, you know. Sometimes it's harder to teach an old dog new tricks. The children will learn the skills even quicker than you will because their brains are newer and they have more synapses firing. I have helps. There are many things that you can use in that front, but the best way to learn, if you can't have me come to your house, which I can't do all the time, I only do that a few times a year, just because I'm always putting my family first, is to attend one of the 3-day parenting mastery trainings. So the 3-day parenting mastery trainings are the quickest and best way to get all of the information that I teach about self-government and to get the personalized attention that you might want. So the teaching self-government parenting mastery training is 3 days. It's 24 hours total of training and coaching. There's teaching times and then there's coaching times where we go into groups, and mentors that I have trained to teach what I teach help you individually learn the skills that you need for success and how to solve your problems. It's powerful, and the transformation that people experience at these events is super heartwarming to hear about afterward. As part of these events, we also offer people some time, usually 6 months, on the Teaching Self-Government Support Group. Every week on the Teaching Self-Government Support support group, I answer people's questions. They're all recorded and sent out to the group so that if people can't be on the call live, they can still get their questions answered. And there's an archive of me answering questions on there. I have been answering questions weekly on the Teaching Self-Government support group since 2011. If you can't attend one of the 3-day trainings, either online or in person, the next best thing you can do is get the TSG Parenting course. The TSG Parenting course has 10 modules. You can go through these modules at your own pace, or you can follow the 8-week protocol. You have the TSG Parenting course for a lifetime, so you can refer back to it as many times as needed as your children develop and grow. The course comes with 10 modules that take you step by step through implementation, including assignments that you can do to build upon your learning. It also has 4 coaching calls that you get with certified Teaching Self-Government mentors. These coaching calls will be personalized for you and your group that's going through the course at the same time. It also comes with a temporary membership to the TSG support group so that you can get your questions answered for that time period that you are going through the course. Now, if for some reason you use the course afterward, or you want to stay on the TSG support group, as many people do because of the wealth of information that's there, you can always pay for a subscription to the TSG support group just by signing up at teachingselfgovernment.com. In fact, all of these things can be found at teachingselfgovernment.com. Some people feel like they need personal help, and if you do, there are TSG mentors who can help you by having a personal mentor call with you. Also, I do take mentor calls with people as well. The cost is a little bit different, but I have been mentoring people for a long time, and so if you have time with me, I promise you it will be worth both of our times. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Anyway, so if you want to look up those things, you can do that as well. Some people also want to take their training to the next level. So if you feel like you've already learned everything about TSG, but you want to learn more, then you can do the TSG Mentor Training. The Mentor Training program is another 3-day training program that you can do at your own pace because it's been recorded and it's available digitally for you. After that, you get a mentor call with me, and we get to help you fill in any gaps that you have and prepare you to teach Teaching Self-Government to other people. So these are all things that we have. What type of a teacher am I? I hope you can already kind of ascertain that. I have a lot of information, and I'm always open about sharing absolutely all of it. I've tried to create things that are there for any type of learner, whether you're visual, whether you're audio, or whether you're a hands-on learner. We've got something for you in the Teaching Self-Government course system. I am focused on principle. Everything I teach with any of the Teaching Self-Government training materials or courses goes back to principle. Not just gimmicks or strategies or little tricks where people can trick their children into certain behaviors. I want to give you what you need in order to be confident in all of your parenting, in order for you to self-govern you, not just self-govern your children. Because guess what? It's impossible for you to make them self-govern. They have to choose that on their own. You can only self-govern you, and actually you're my target audience. If I can help you be better at self-governing, I know your family can thrive with self-government because you will be the best teacher and example for all of them. Since you've stayed to the end of this video, I want to give you a free class. This will give you more of an idea about what you can expect from trainings from me. I have a Calm Parenting Toolkit. That toolkit is a course that has 10 lessons in it, and I want you to have it for free. So in the description below this video, there is a link to the Calm Parenting Toolkit. The link says something like teachselfgov.com/toolkit or something like that. So click on that link now, and you can have the Calm Parenting Toolkit for free. This will be a great first step on your journey toward self-government and calmness for your family.